All right, my friends, this week our story is about beavers. What we're going to do is we're going to read a real story that's going to give us some facts about beavers this week, okay? So I think if I'm thinking correctly about asking and telling sentences, I'm going to hear a lot of telling sentences in this story this week because I'm going to be learning real facts about a real animal. Okay, what I'd like to do at the end of the story as well is I want you to be thinking about what is the main idea of this story? What is the main idea? What does the author want me to understand at the end of Building Beavers? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's listen. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it rather than keeping it back here on my easel. Okay, this wet furry animal is a beaver. What is it doing with all of those sticks? What do you think a beaver does with sticks? I guess we'll have to find out. This beaver is building a house. A beaver house is called a lodge. So if you take a look at it, all that big pile of sticks is actually that beaver's house, and it's called a lodge. A lodge is made of tree branches and mud. How do beavers build a lodge? Okay, so there it all is. It just looks like a big pile of sticks, doesn't it? First, beavers cut down trees with their long, sharp front teeth. So if you look very carefully, there he is. He's cutting down those trees. What color are this beaver's teeth? It's really hard to see, but if you look very carefully, what color are his teeth? Orange, right? Orangish yellow. I wonder if he brushes his teeth. This beaver is standing up on its back legs to chew down a branch. So here it is. He's standing up and he's chewing down that branch. Its wide, flat tail helps keep its balance. So see the tail right there? It's keeping him balanced while he's chewing on that branch and picking up that branch. Okay. Next, beavers carry branches and mud with their small front feet. Beavers may build a lodge in a stream, river, or small lake. Okay. So there they are, carrying them in their teeth. Sometimes beavers build a dam in the water. Water cannot flow past the dam, so they back up the water. See how they build it, and then it backs it all up? Water gets deeper on one side of a dam, making a beaver pool. And then beavers build their lodge in the pond. So they build it and they dam up the water so that it gets really deep, and then they build their lodge in it. Most of the lodge is above water. So if you look carefully, you can see the lodge is above the water. How do the beavers get inside? Do you think they have a front door? It's very interesting the way they get inside. I got to see one out in Arizona. The way into the lodge is underwater. So all the sticks and the mud and everything on top, that's not how they go in. They swim underneath the lodge to get inside. So it's very important. Beavers are good swimmers. Their back feet are webbed like a duck's. Animals with webbed feet have skin joining their toes. So like a duck has those webs. But if you look at our hands, we have a little bit of webbing in between ours. Not like a duck or a beaver, but we have a little bit of that webbing in between, which makes it good for us to swim, right? But we can't swim like a beaver or like a duck with their webbed feet. But it's interesting, we have a little bit of webbing on our hands too. Look at yours. Webbed feet help beavers paddle in the water and swim quickly. So here they are swimming really quickly. But then it's important because when it swims, a beaver uses its tail to help it turn. Like a boat has a rudder underneath it that helps it turn, the beaver's tail acts like that. How else do beavers use their tails? So they use them to turn when they're swimming. But this is really important too. Beavers use their tails to stay safe from predators. Remember, we've talked about predators. Those are those animals that come and hunt other animals to eat them. Predators are animals that hunt and eat other animals. Well, they knew exactly what we knew. If a swimming beaver sees or smells a predator, that means sees it or can smell it with its nose, it lifts its tail high. What do you think he's going to do next with that tail? I always think this is very interesting what he does. He slaps it on the water. He slaps that tail on the water. See how he's doing that? And the loud noise tells all the other beavers that a predator is near. So it's like a warning signal. He slaps on that water and the beavers all know a predator's near. Beavers are not predators. They are herbivores. Remember we talked about that? They're herbivores, so they eat plants. Very good. Now what's interesting is we know herbivores usually have those smooth rounded teeth because they're just eating the plants. But beavers, I guess, have to have a little bit sharper if they're using them to cut down trees, right? Herbivores are animals that eat only plants. So we talked about that, right? So does a beaver hunt other animals? No, it does not. Very good. It gets hunted, but it does not hunt other animals. These baby beavers are eating twigs and leaves. Could you imagine if Mom told you that that was your dinner? Twigs and leaves. Babies drink milk from their mother when they are very young. Baby beavers are called kits. Kits can swim out of their lodge when they are 1 week old. Our 1 week olds don't swim, do they? No, but those baby beavers, those kits do. Like all beavers, this kit can keep its eyes open underwater. I think this is so cool because beavers have clear eyelids. So shut your eyes. Okay, your eyelids are covering your eyes right now. Can you see anything? You shouldn't be able to see anything because if you are, then you're sneaking a peek. We can't see through our eyelids, but beavers have clear eyelids that cover their eyes when they swim. Can you imagine? I always tell my Patrick, could you imagine if he didn't have to wear goggles? Their eyelids are clear, so they're like plastic. They come down over their eyes and they're able to swim underwater with their eyes open. Isn't that pretty cool? Wouldn't that be fun if we had that? This kit is tired of swimming, so it rides on its mother's tail. You know how like you would ride on your dad's shoulders or get a piggyback ride on your mom's back? Well, mom beavers carry them on their tails. Those tails must be pretty strong, I think. The mother and kit are grooming. Grooming keeps their fur neat and clean. Beavers comb their fur with their back feet. Can you comb your hair with your feet? I know I can. I'm not even going to try. Mrs. Rooney will fall over. Beavers smooth their fur with oils from their bodies. This oil makes their fur waterproof. So when they're in the water doesn't stick to their fur. So they're waterproof and they have clear eyelids. That's pretty smart. As a kit grows older, it learns to fix leaks in a dam. So there he is, real cute, a little one. But he learns how to fix the dam, even when he's little. Soon the kit will be a super builder like its parents. There he is starting, see? He's gonna have to work on that tree for a little bit, I think. Okay. And if we look, this is where beavers live. Now, if we look, here's our state, Pennsylvania, okay? And we do have beavers because this shows where beavers live. So beavers are in the United States. Interestingly enough, they do not live in Mexico. They do live in Canada and Alaska and in parts of the United States. But if you look in this part of the United States, they don't have beavers there. Isn't that interesting? And Florida does not have beavers. Isn't that interesting? I always think that's interesting. All right, and let's just take a look at a picture of the beaver's body. So here's their waterproof fur. Here's their tail that they use. They use it for two different things. They use it for swimming and to turn their direction, right? And to scare away those predators, right? They slap on it. They have those webbed feet, which help them be good swimmers, right? Their teeth, what does their teeth do? It helps them to cut down their trees, right? And build their dams. How about their nose? Do you remember what they said? It makes them slap their tail if they can see a predator or smell a predator. Very good. And their eyes, remember what did they have that were really cool? They had those clear eyelids, right? So that they could go swimming and they can keep their eyes open underwater. All right. So in our story, Building Beavers, we learned a lot of really cool facts about beavers, okay? What we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about the story a little bit, and then you're going to write a telling sentence, okay? You knew you were going to write a sentence about this story. Let me just get my easel over here, and I'm going to move you over here with me too. Sorry, Mrs. Renee had to clear her throat. Okay. We're going to write a telling sentence about the beavers, okay? Something that you learned about the beaver, okay? Which would be a telling sentence because you're telling us something. So, you're going to get out your copybooks, okay? But before we do that, what I want to ask you is, okay, so our story, let's talk about this and try to understand the main idea. Our story was all about what? All about beavers, right? All right, so if I think back about it, then I would say that if the author were to come into our classroom and sit down with us, and she or he would say, I have to look at our story, Building Beavers by Kathleen Imus. Okay, so if she were to come into our classroom and say, okay, why did I write this story? Why did I write this story? That would be the main idea. So why did we write this story? Or why did she write this story? To learn all about beavers, right? So that was the main idea of her story, is to learn all about beavers. So if I think back about the beaver, okay, how does the beaver cut down its tree? It uses its teeth, right? Okay. And if I think about it, we said beavers are good swimmers. Okay. What body parts help them be good swimmers? Beavers have webbed feet, right, to help them swim. And they also have those clear eyelids. Very good. All right. So beavers are good swimmers because they have webbed feet and they have clear eyelids. So if I say the sentence, beavers have webbed feet, is that a telling sentence or is that an asking sentence? It's a telling sentence. I'm telling you something so that you understand that beavers have webbed feet, and that's what helps them to be good swimmers. Very good. All right. Now, let's think about some other things that we talked about with beavers, okay? What color are beavers? They're brown, okay? And they are covered with what? Fur. So you could say beavers are brown and furry. That's an example of a telling sentence, right? All right. What about their teeth? We said they have sharp front teeth, right? Because that helps them to cut down trees. Very good. All right. Let's see. What else could we say? Beavers swim well. Beavers swim well. All right. So there are a lot of different things. Beavers build dams. Beavers build lodges. Okay, there's a lot of interesting things that we learned in our story this morning from Building Beavers. What we're going to do, I'm going to get you started, and then you're going to do your own sentence. You're going to do your own telling sentence. You're going to tap out those sounds in your words, and you're going to write your own sentences this morning, okay? Your own telling sentences. But I'm going to get you started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our copybooks and we're going to write at the top of our copybook, we're going to write 5-5-2020, May 5th, 2020, which is also Mrs. Rooney's sister's birthday. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write, and you're going to copy me because this is a big word. You're going to write B-E-A-V-E-R-S, beavers, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to finish writing using 2-finger space between each of your words. You're going to finish writing a sentence, a telling sentence about one fact that you learned about the beavers this morning, okay? Beavers live by the water. Beavers build dams. Beavers build lodges. Beavers are good swimmers. Beavers have webbed feet. Beaver's fur is waterproof. I want you to think back to the story that we read and one fact that you learned about the beavers this morning. And you're going to try your best, but I already gave you the start. So you're going to do beavers, and then you're going to sound out the next part. So for example, if I did beavers live by the water, okay? Beavers live by the water. All right, I'm going to do that one. I don't want to see any beavers live by the water in Flipgrid, okay? This is mine. I want you to do your own. So if I did beavers, I'm going to leave a 2-finger space. By, okay? I'm going to tell you, if you want to use the word by, it's B, and then we're going to use the letter Y there, because Y at the end of a word sometimes can say I as well, like by and my and Y. Those have that Y at the end, but it sounds like an I, okay? So this is the one that, because we use the word my as a sight word, so that's why I want to teach you that, actually in their rhyming words, my and by, that you can write it B-Y, okay? Instead of a B and an I, because that's the sound that you're hearing. So it's by, and then I know the sight word the. The, okay? By the water. W, w, a, t, water. W, a, t, water. Okay? Now I'm going to write the letters that I hear for those sounds. W, w. Okay? W. A. Okay? O. W, a, t. T, w, a, t, and I hear an R, right? Okay, very good. And then, because it's a telling sentence, it's not an asking, it's a telling sentence, I always put my period. So beavers, oh, Mrs. Rainey made a mistake. Live, l-i-v, l-i-v. Okay, I apologize. Beavers live by the water. Okay, that's my sentence that I sounded out. You're going to do the same thing and make sure that you're not going to forget your sentence like Mrs. Rooney did. Beavers live by the water. You're going to make sure you put your 2-finger space in between each of your words, and you're going to tap out your word first. Then you're going to write the letters for the sounds that you hear in those, with those letters, okay? And then you're going to put 2 fingers and then sound out your next word, okay? I would like to see your sentence and your pictures on Flipgrid, and I'd like you to tell me the fact in a telling sentence that you learned from our story, Building Beavers, this morning, okay? And then I'll be looking for your picture, okay? And I will show you mine on Flipgrid tomorrow as well. All right, I will see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I mean today. I'll show it to you today. All right, bye-bye, friends.